open-book emotional and inspiring short story. A lonely Comanche found an 18-year-old girl bound to a fence, and gave her a name and a place to be. The wind rolled over the open plains like a mournful hymn, carrying dust, silence, and memories of a people who had once thundered across the earth. Lone Hawk, a Comanche with hair touched by early gray, rode without destination, his horse's hooves echoing the emptiness in his chest. He had buried too many faces, his brothers, his wife, his little daughter, and the land no longer whispered back to him. Some nights he wondered if he was the last of his kind, a man wandering not among the living but among ghosts. It was on such a day, beneath the red sun sinking low, that he heard it. At first he thought it was the cry of some injured creature caught in the grass, but as he drew closer, the sound broke his heart wide open. It was human. It was desperate. It was the kind of cry a soul makes when it has been forgotten. There she was. An 18-year-old girl, bound cruelly to a wooden fence, her skin bruised and cracked beneath the unforgiving sun. Her lips were parched, her eyes swollen from tears that had long since dried. She did not even struggle when he approached, only flinched, as if expecting another blow. For a long moment Lone Hawk stood frozen. He had seen prisoners. He had seen cruelty. But this was different. This was abandonment so raw it mirrored his own. With a steady hand, he unsheathed his knife and cut the ropes. The girl collapsed into his arms, her body trembling with exhaustion, and he felt the faint flutter of her heart against his chest. In that fragile rhythm, something stirred in him, something he thought the earth had buried forever, the instinct to protect. She could barely whisper one word, water. He held his canteen to her lips. She drank as though every drop pulled her back from death. When her eyes finally met his, they were not the eyes of a stranger. They were eyes begging not to be invisible anymore. Lone Hawk lifted her onto his horse without another word. He did not ask who had left her, nor why. Some truths weighed heavier than names. All he knew was that no human being should be left to die tied to a fence. Not while he still breathed the glowing star, Denaya main dard be high, magar insaniat zayata rashan high, igar aadb insaniat par yakin rakdio, toas safar main hamar soth judgeo, subscribe karnan abulan.